Hey, y'all. And yes, I did remember to keep the chat on. I sure did. I do not know why I changed it to begin with. I was clicking around doing some shit the other night, and I remember clicking OK for children. You can't, that automatically shuts the chat off. So I will not do that again. So, how's everyone? Tonight we are doing Colorado hauntings. The next state will be Connecticut. And it's such a small state, so I'm sure I'll find some good shit there. Watch. I do have, excuse me, I do have a couple other things in mind that I might pop in the middle of all these states. I think one will be highly appreciated, especially with my group. So before we begin, real quick. So Terry, I don't know if Rita sent this to you. It's a new drink. It's going to be a little too much for me to do on here, I think. But it's with the apple crown and caramel. And he does like a lime. Is it lime? Frozen lime Kool-Aid, and he puts the crown apple. Maybe he did green apple Kool-Aid. I'm sorry, he did green apple Kool-Aid with ice and apple crown and a little touch of apple juice, and then he did it in the blender to where it was frozen, and it was real light green, and it frozen, and then like a slushy, and then he put it into, he took the caramel and put on the inside of the cup, and then poured the frozen apple stuff in there, and then had a little baby crown that he put on the, that looks delicious. Show does. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to try it. Mm-hmm. Yes. So, Colorado, I go to Pagosa Springs. The only time I've been there is one time, and we went to Pagosa Springs, and that's where I finally could ski comfortably and not constantly bruise myself, because it's nice poofy snow there, and I can fall and not be scared to fall. So it was a lot of fun over there. But one of these, everyone is going to know. Everyone is going to. Thank you, Missy. She just sent me the most haunted in Connecticut. You're the fucking bomb, girl. Okay. The first one in Colorado is the Stanley Hotel. Now, everyone knows what the Stanley Hotel is, correct? It's from the movie The Shining. Everybody knows that movie, correct? Because if you don't, come here, I'm going to slap you. Okay. So this is in Estes Park, Colorado, in North Colorado, and it's most famous haunted destination. It's the most haunted destination, the most famous haunted destination in Colorado. And it is the inspiration behind Stephen King's The Shining. And it's filled with several resident ghosts. Numerous experiences have been documented here, particularly in specific rooms and areas like the Grand Staircase and Room 217. Now, the hotel was built in 1909 by Freeland Oscar Stanley. It was an upscale resort and a health retreat. A health retreat. It has a panoramic Rocky Mountain view. In 1974, Stephen King stayed here and had experiences while he was staying here, and this is what inspired him to write The Shining. And since he did that, it boosted the popularity of the hotel. Girl, you haven't seen The Shining. You need to watch that. They played such an awesome part. You need to watch the whole thing. Before Halloween, watch it. I'm going to stay on your butt. Okay, in 1996, John Cullen and his partners, Grand Heritage Hotel Group, saved it from bankruptcy and purchased it. And it was restored and revitalized right back to the original look. Room 217. Now, this room is haunted by the spirit of a maid who died in there from a gas explosion. While she was working, she was lighting lanterns and it exploded. Now, this hotel was used also to represent the Dunbury Hotel in Dumb and Dumber. But he plays such a good part in that movie, Missy. And so does Shelley. Shelley, what is her name? Shelley, she played Olive Oil. Was it Shelley? Her name is Shelley, I think. Y'all have to help me out with this one. Anyway, now the Dunbury Motel in Dumb and Dumber. Everybody saw Dumb and Dumber? Missy, did you see Dumb and Dumber? Now, Jim Carrey booked room 217 while he was filming that movie. He was only in the room 3 hours before he dashed and checked out and stayed at another hotel. It is said that things will move in the room. The lights come on and off. The water turns on and off. Your suitcase will be pushed over and become unpacked. The blankets or sheets will be pulled off of you while you're sleeping. Now, FYI, room 217 was changed to room 237. And they did this to avoid scaring any potential guests. And it's $237 per night to stay in this room. So room 237 is $237 for one night. And that is the room that scared the shit out of Jim Carrey. Now, the Grand Staircase. Now, this is often referred to as the Vortex. It's said that this is a paranormal portal where spirits come and go. There have been so many different ghost figures that's been seen and other strange phenomenon. Guests and staff both have reported seeing shadow figures and apparitions of people dressed in old-fashioned clothing. Often a woman will appear at the top of the stairs and then just poof, disappear. You will feel cold spots, get dizzy, and even start to feel nauseous. People have caught several different spirits in their pictures and videos that were taken on the staircase. Another seen a lot is a little girl that appears running up and down the stairs. Hey, spirit stalker. Some have said that they can hear her footsteps while she is running, even though there's no child anywhere around the area and has not checked in. Look what I'm wearing. Remember the Alamo. All right. There are pictures hanging around the hotel of the original founder of the what's his name? What's his name? Freeland Oscar Stanley. That F. Stanley and his wife Flora. Now, people come and claim they see them walking around the hotel hand in hand, just checking on things. I know, isn't it? This nice bitch I know sent it to me. All right, the fourth floor. Formerly used as an attic and later used as employee lodging. And it's known for reports of children's laughter and screaming as if they're playing, and the doors opening and closing on their own. Guests from the third floor have complained at the front desk about the people upstairs, the people upstairs were loud at different times through the day and night, but nobody was on the fourth floor. Nobody was staying up there. Nobody. And they're complaining. They get complaints that they hear the kids running and screaming and laughing and up there. Now, that can't. Is that it? Oh, I thought I had more. I guess that's it of that one. Okay. I thought I had more on that one. So, number 2 is the Molly Brown house. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but Molly Brown was known, they called her the Unsinkable because she was a survivor of the Titanic. She was known for her bravery during her tragedy. Her spirit still lives in her home and will not leave. She makes herself well known in different forms. She will be seen in her Victorian-style clothing, often with a large hat. She will rearrange the furniture and will literally push someone out of a chair so she can move it. When she was alive, she enjoyed smoking a pipe. They say she was feminine, but not as feminine as your average, typical women would be in that period. Her home is a non-smoking house, but people will still smell her pipe smoke. People have literally seen light bulbs unscrew themselves and fall out. Molly passed away in October of 1932 from a brain tumor at the age of 65. It is said that that staff complains of headaches and always being very tired as soon as they walk in the house. I couldn't find anything else about it. So there's a few of these that are just kind of very short, but I would definitely stay there. I'm just curious if pushing someone out of a chair. Like, could you imagine getting pushed the fuck out of a chair and then turn around and it being pushed across the floor? That's awesome. I would absolutely go and stay at that house. I'd stay at the hotel too. I would definitely stay at the Stanley Hotel in room 217 / what was it switched to? What was it switched to? 273. 237. I would stay in 237, whatever the hell it was changed to. I absolutely would. I have a feeling all of you guys would stay there with me too. Not too many places I won't go unless there's evil there. And y'all know I don't mess with that. I don't fuck around with evil things. If I feel evil anywhere near, I'm going to back out and buy. I ain't even going to start that fucking game. I'm going to have to skip it if it's evil. Like, there's one that is very fascinating, but I won't go there. Actually, there's a couple. What is the name? What is that movie? What is that fucking movie? Oh God. Oh my goodness. What is that movie? That what the Conjuring House, is it? The Conjuring House, where the guy murdered like 6 people in his family, right? Him and his mom and brothers and sisters and like his whole family, right? And that, yeah, okay, yes, the Conjuring. I won't go there. I ain't going there. I will go by there and wave, but I ain't going in there. And the other one, I can't remember. This is out west too, somewhere, but it's all clowns. It's like a clown hotel and a museum, and it's all like clowns. There's a cemetery. There's clowns being seen in this. Oh, is it? I think we did that in a podcast. I think we did the Conjuring House, and we did say it was closed to the public now. Something with the owner, and there was a switching of the owner, and right. Anyway, I don't know. I ain't fucking going that place. And the clown hotel. I don't remember. That's out west somewhere, but And I think Zach Baggins has it, but it's that damn doll, that fucking Raggedy Ann doll. Nope. No, ma'am. No, sir. No fucking way am I ever going to deal with that doll. I just see a Raggedy Ann doll and I'm like, it totally creeps me out. I don't care for dolls already, but that particular one, I don't like it. No. All right. Number 3 is called the Central City Opera House. And it was built in 1878 by Welsh and Cornish miners. It fell into disrepair, and in 1932, it was restored. It served as an opera house and a theater. Lillian Gish, Beverly Sills, Jerome Hines, Helen Hayes, Samuel Ramey were among the few that sang and acted there. Buffalo Bill was often there as a guest watching and always sat in the same seat. His name is carved in the back of that seat still today. This was built on the lands of a Cheyenne, and 48 contemporary tribal nations are tied to this land. There was also a cemetery on this land. People still come to watch performances here, but you never know if you're watching a real person or a spirit. People have claimed that when they took pics or videos, they see extra people on stage that were not visible when they were there watching it. Yeah, I think that's the one I was talking about, the clown motel over there with the cemetery right outside. I think that's the one because it's all clown shit. Okay, so anyway, staff has reported to seeing spirits dancing on the stage when nobody is there. And they say that when they saw the spirit dancing on the stage, you could see through them. And you can also see spirits sitting in the chairs as if they're still watching people on the stage. Yeah. Yeah. Number 4. So it's Cheeseman Park, and this is in Denver. And it's known as Denver's very first cemetery, with as many as over 5,000 people buried there. Now, it was purchased and turned into a park. And they were attempting to move the bodies from there. They were a lot damaged, bones misplaced, crumbled, and there's still thousands of bodies buried under there when people claimed they moved them all. But there's still thousands of bodies there, under there. There weren't even, and there, yeah, thousands of bodies that weren't even moved, but people claimed they moved them. Now, people say the spirits are so restless here and still haunt the park. You will feel freezing spots when it's hot outside. You will see spirits moving around the park, almost as if they are searching for someone. There is a mansion that was built in this park, and the movie The Changeling was inspired from that house. I haven't seen that movie, but I'll damn sure watch it. The Changeling. 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 People will ride their bikes or roller skate around this park, but if you do that, they must beware. They might be pushed down or made to crash. People have claimed to have been pushed down. Some claim to have been jogging and fell, but then hit something and pushed backwards. The one guy said it felt like they ran into a wall that stopped them quick, causing them to fall backwards. Some people have had injuries, some not. People think that these spirits are still angry at the people, thinking they are getting back at the ones who misplaced or mistreated them. Like, I get that. Like, they might not leave until they feel that they are whole again, because if a skeleton's, if they crumbled, right? Like, why wouldn't you keep it to why? First of all, yeah, that cemetery. And they say that even when you drive up, there's a ghost that haunts out in the cemetery, and you can see him standing out there. I don't like clowns anyway. My friend Justin is petrified of clowns, and I'll see a weird looking clown or something, and I snap a picture of it and send it to him. And of course, he knows how I am about feet, and he sends me nasty feet shit to get back at me. Anyway, I'd be pretty pissed if, what if my head was still in there? Like, you took my torso and it's over here, and then my leg is over there and my head is over there, and fucking fix it. Like, how are you mistreating them so bad? If you fuck up, like, how are you why would you even open the things? Like, just move it to where it was supposed to go. You don't mess with their bones or skeletons. That is, no, that's a big fucking no. Don't do that. I'd be mad too, I think. You just don't mistreat. No, I wouldn't want to. I'd probably be a little scared too. Like, I don't want to. Have y'all seen that guy He's on TikTok. He's on Instagram. He's everywhere. Um, and he goes around to the different cemeteries, like the old cemeteries, and he totally uh, pressure cleans and everything, the headstones, and he turns the voice box on while he's cleaning their headstone, and you've literally heard the people thanking him for doing so, and that I find very cool. I don't know what his thing he goes by, but I think it's cool what he does. Um, and yeah, he just and he literally sits there and listens to the voice box the whole time he's cleaning it. And he has a conversation with them, and he'll ask them questions and they answer him. And they literally said, thank you. And he's like, don't mention it. Like a whole conversation with these spirits. They appreciate that. They appreciate it. They might, I mean, don't you think they would feel forgotten when they're just, it makes me sad when we talk about hauntings or like the battlefields and all those soldiers that didn't go home, and they were killed in action, and there's hundreds of them put into a fucking hole and covered, and the families never got their homecoming. They don't have the closure. They just, that makes me sad. I can't remember. Oh, I know where it was. It was out here near where I'm at. And they had told us there is a mass grave. And they covered it back up and left it there. They found one. He was doing the bush hog, and they came up with a skeleton, and they had the people come out and the DNA and all that, and it was human. So they covered it right back up. They did not disturb it. It's nope. And this is an old battlefield that we investigated a few times. That's about an hour away from me. And anyway, that makes me sad, because like their families never knew. Their wife, kids, mom, dads. Back in the day, the soldiers were only 17, 18, 19 years old that were in this fucking wars. That's makes me sad, doesn't it, y'all? Am I the only one that's like, I don't know. I don't, anyway. Moving on, the Museum of Colorado Prisons, and this is in Canyon City. I actually think it's called Canyon City, but I'm not sure. Anyway, this was a former women's prison turned into a museum now. This was built in 1935, and at that time housed some of the country's most notorious female inmates. Now, I looked and searched and could not find any of the inmates' names that were there. I want to know who these notorious female inmates were. Was it Bonnie? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know who they were that was here. So, like many small jails, it would sit and just rot. But a group of locals came together and petitioned for this to be turned into a museum, and this was in the 1980s. Today, it's home to some very unique and creepy exhibits inside there, including a once working gas chamber. Their open cells are made into exhibits, and even some inmates' artwork that they drew while they were there. People can visit here and enjoy some ghostly history, and paranormal investigators can go there either on a tour or they can go in and hunt on their own. Make sure you keep your eyes peeled, though, if you go, because many spirits of the past inmates will show themselves. Staff and guests all have reported sounds of screams, cries, and coughs, mysterious orbs, and the smell of cigarettes. There were 30 main cells in this 4-story building, 2 solitary chambers in the lower floors that were completely concrete. It also contained the hangman's noose that was used for the very last execution by hanging in the state of Colorado. The last person hanged was Walter Shorty Jones. He was allowed 2 bottles of beer, and after he was done on December 1st, 1933, he became the last man to be legally hanged. That is the very noose that is on display at the Museum of Colorado Prisons. And I saw a picture of it. It's inside of a glass box. It has a picture of the guy. Walter Jones has a picture of him with the noose over that, and it tells the story there of him. The gas chamber on display executed 8 inmates at one time in 1967. That was the last time that one was used. The total executions are 78 executions, 45 by hanging, 32 by gas, 1 by lethal injection. There's one exhibit called the Execution Suite, and it has all of their names listed, what they did, their stories, and how it was done. Now, apparently, in cell 19, a lady died in cell 19. I tried to find details. I searched and could not find any details of how or why she died in cell 19. But she died in cell 19. But here you will hear the keys dangling and sounding like they're striking the metal bars. The cell doors move, cold spots, the lights flash on and off, and you can hear screams, crying, etc., all throughout the whole hallways on all floors. Damn, trying to take my time, and I'm on my last one. Damn. So the last one is Hotel Colorado, and this is in Glenwood Springs. Now, during World War II, this hotel served as a hospital, and it tended over 6,500 wounded soldiers, most of who lost their lives to their injuries. Staff and guests always report everything from strange noises and unexplained movements to an apparition of a man in a white uniform that roams the halls. The basement once served as the crematorium and the morgue for the fallen soldiers, further fueling the belief that those spirits who perished there remain trapped inside those walls. Staff claims they are scared to go down in the basement, and they will not go down there by themselves. In 1993, an employee named Dave was doing rounds down there when he saw an old woman peering through a window with her hands cupped around her face. He turned the light on for her, and poof, she was gone. He ran out of the basement. Another night, a security guard named Richard was conducting a nighttime tour for 6 people. While in a hallway, they all heard 2 women talking and the sound of a typewriter clicking in the next room. They all walked to the door and looked in, and nobody was there, and the noise automatically stopped. Even more weird, there's no record of any typewriter ever being down there. That'd be a little freaky, I think. On the main floor, a notable ghost named Bobby dates back to World War II. She was a nurse at the hospital, and she was killed by a jealous lover and officer stationed there. Now, keep in mind, it wasn't her that he was jealous over. It was his lover. He was just there. Apparently, they were shipped out to cover up their crimes, but the story was leaked by a local hospital worker, and they thought it was her. So they killed her, being Bobby. Now, over the years, Bobby has shown herself in a number of stories around the hotel, especially in the dining room, around lunch or dinner. Guests and staff report smelling a specific perfume coming from her favorite table near the buffet line. And her favorite perfume was gardenia, which is, I love gardenia too. Anyway, the most famous ghost name is Walter. He is the hotel's founder and has been seen often in the halls and in the lobby during the evening. You can smell his cigar smoke, and the hotel is non-smoking. Some of the rooms themselves have hosted strange sightings as well. In 1993, a couple were staying in room 661. The man was feeling ill, so his wife opened the windows. When his wife left the room and went downstairs, a different lady came in and closed the windows back. He went back to sleep. His wife came back and told him not to close the windows again, and she reopened them and said he needed the draft. This continued on back and forth for about 3 days. Finally, he told her of the lady that kept coming in and closing them. Many guests over the years claimed to see a woman standing over their bed wearing a floral dress. I don't know if maybe that's Bobby again. I don't know. Or a nurse, one of the nurses. I don't fucking know. Anyway. I don't know, but that's all I've got. I guess 6 wasn't enough. Crap. I needed more. Don't have any. So I guess it's just going to be a BS section. A BS session. Well, it can be a Sunday fun day for the last half of the fucking thing. How about that? So Connecticut is the next state. I've already got it written down and ready. And then I think that's it of the C's, isn't it? Connecticut. Yep, it's Delaware. And Annie wants to do Delaware with me. So I'll let her know that her time is coming up. So anyway. So yeah, Connecticut's next. I do have another, like I said, I have another interesting subject that I want to do. I don't know if I'm going to do that on Wednesday or just go with Connecticut. It just depends on the time that I have during the day right now. Um, so yeah, yeah, I think that'll be fun. Especially if Uncle comes on with me to do it, because that's just going to be a hoot and a half. Mm-hmm. So what's everyone doing tomorrow? Tomorrow's Monday. Cinco de Mayo. Tomato. Today is May the 4th be with you. And then let's see, what day is it, the 1st or the 2nd? What's the date of the Mother's Day? That's coming up. Mom's Day is May. June is Father's Day. How much? Probably laundry and give Frankie a bath. Gotcha. I do have to get to Lowe's. I have to buy a few things before I can do some stuff outside. I do have quite a bit to do. I need a lot of stuff from Lowe's, but I can only get a certain amount at one time. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to take my truck. May 12th is Mother's Day. Got you. Thank you. And then May 21st is Lily's birthday. Can't believe our girl's going to be 16. Yeah, man, time flies. Time flies. Yeah. So, but anyway, there's nothing new on my end, really. I'm getting closer and closer to moving the babies in. I leave the door open all day for Maple and Trooper, and they do come in. And if I'm working in the barn, I'm jamming to my music, and Trooper always comes in and he just stares at me and watches me work in the barn. And Maple enjoys the music anyway. But see, neither one of them has ever been locked up inside. So I'm letting them do this at their, when they're ready. They come in, they stay a while. Even Maple just comes in, lays down for a while, and looks out the door. I'm trying to get them used to having that access to it all day and coming and going whenever they want. It's a loud ass car. Now, once the other babies are moved over there and going in, like Holly has been in at night because she's stayed in here with me almost every night. Every night she would almost stay with me before Topaz got here. So she's used to being inside at night. And Screech has come in here and stayed the night with me at night. So he has come inside for the night. Lollipop's used to it. Elvis, nope. And Butters have never been inside to my knowledge. Now, what they had before they came to me, I don't know. I don't know. Maple was a baby when she came to me. Screech was a baby, and Ivy and Holly were both super tiny when they came to me. So they didn't have much. So but Elvis was pretty. Elvis, Butters, and Trooper was already. Trooper was probably 1.5 to 2 years old when he got here, and Butters was probably the same. Like they were all probably adults already. So, hi Corey, how you doing? Hadn't seen you in a hot minute. You have a good weekend? Good. Good. Oh, let's see. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I know I do have to go to Lowe's in the next day or two. Once I go to Lowe's, I'll be out there working and working and working and work. Oh, and I need to get those things to put the gate on. I need to get 2 things. You know the big thick screws that go in the post to put a gate on with the hooks on it to hang the gate on, and I can't find the 2 that goes with my gate. So I've got to get 2 of those at Lowe's as well, so I can get that. I have to cut that fence out and put a gate there so I can move the pigs down into the barn. And I went to try to put the gate on yesterday, but I can't find because some chick gave him the wrong number, ended up blocking it. Some chick gave a random number and it just happened to be yours. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so glad you didn't get like a nudie photo. Could you imagine? Oh, please don't tell me that you got one of those. Oh, dear Lord. Oh. That's all you can do is block. That's all you can do. I didn't have that situation, but I was still down in the Keys. I was on duty, 12-hour shifts. I was a deputy down there. I had been down there several years already. And I noticed my brother was texting me. And I'm like, why the fuck is he why am I getting a text at like 1:00 in the morning from my brother? Well, he was dating someone with the same name as me. So I'm sure you guys understand. He hit the wrong name when he sent a photo. God almighty. They're already spoiled rotten, but they're going to be more spoiled rotten when they get moved to the barn. Yes. I'm working so hard to make sure that their new houses are cute and they're enjoying their pictures in there and all that stuff. Said, hey, and Jake from State Farm, she gave the ring number. Oh, geez. Oh my gosh. Well, so thankful you didn't get a dirty pic. So thankful for that. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, hi, trauma. Hi, trauma. Everybody say hi to Trauma. She says she's watching on YouTube. That's happened to me before. Some dumb guy who I didn't. Sorry, pics suck. Oh, what pics are you talking about? That's happened to me before. Some dumb guy who I didn't know sent me a picture of his pickle. I replied with, "Oh, that's nice. But you just sent a police officer that. He never did that again." Listen, if I get a pickle pick, right? I will literally go online and find a bigger pickle and snapshot it, right? And crop it. And I'd send it right back to him and be like, mine's bigger. Oh my goodness, that'd be funny as fuck. I mean, unless they like that sort of thing, and then I'd be like, oh fuck, never mind. Damn it. I'm just kidding. It's a freaking toothpick. It's a toothpickle. I would send a zucchini. Those joke pictures of like Hillary Clinton or Nancy Pelosi. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah. Like, who really wants who really wants a pickle pick? Do we really? Do people like that? Like, so Corey and Uncle, or who are the guys watching, do you guys like a dirty, sent to you? Like, even if you've been dating or not dating or just sexting, or do you like pictures? The most I've ever, we're calling it a pickle. I know, drama. When I'm taking a hot bubble bath and I'm relaxing, and I'll take a picture of just like my knees in the bubble bath, with the water on my feet, like, and then I'll post that picture of just like my knees with the bubbles, you can tell. And I've posted that, like, relaxing. Well, yeah, same. Zucchinis are bigger. Yeah. Yes, they are. I know. I'd much rather have it in person. If you can't give it to me in person, I would much rather just think about it. I don't need to see it all the time. It just makes, if you're not seeing it, it makes you look forward to it a little more. You know what I mean? Keep your person guessing a little bit. Colleen says, if you send me a gherkin, we're through. Yeah. I don't know. I guess, kind of like Corey said, you got to be dating for a while. Or, I'm sorry, Terry, a while. Like a while. Like, yeah, no gherkins. No. I just don't want a pickle. I don't want a pickle. My stepbrother was drunk and sent a picture of his pickle on mistake, and I told him that he does it again, and I'm sending it to his mom. I didn't see what you said, Trauma. Sorry, I was reading. Oh my God. The Vienna sausage. Come on. No, that's. Mm-mm. No. Yeah, you might want to write that again, Trauma. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. So, like, I mean, seriously, what woman is going to sit there and what angle? Like, what angle are you using? Like, are you using a close up or like, what are you doing? Like, why are these people? Now, I'll damn sure go on there and sell some pictures of my toes or something for money. I'll go on that OF and take some pictures of my feet. Or or I'm going to sell some farts in a jar. That's more my style. See, you know what I mean? So I can't be with anyone unless they have the same, they have to have my same sense of humor, thought process. They have to understand what the fuck goes on up here and be willing to accept that. So that's hard to find. That's really hard to find, but it would be nice if somebody actually thought the same way. All my girls and me, we all think the same. I'll tell you right now that my girls are the one. I'm telling you right now, because there ain't no man that's going to have, I'm telling you, there's no man that's going to think exactly the same as me and how my girls do. We are all 5 separate people, but we have the same fucking mind. We're all, there's Trauma. Hello, darling. What was it? Annie sent it to me. And you can go sort of like you go to Vegas and have Elvis marry you, right? I know we are. So you know how you can go to Elvis. You can go to Vegas and have Elvis marry you and all that shit, right? Well, you can have Dolly Parton marry like you and your best friend. And you're married to each other. You don't have to have sex. It doesn't have to be a sexual thing. But that's your person. That your soulmate doesn't have to be of the opposite sex. Your soulmate can be your best friend. Can we do it with 5 people though? We'd have to wear like 5 different rings, or we all just get the same ring, like a matching. We all get matching rings. What do you mean you lost yours? I lost mine. What did you lose? We would all have to get like a matching wedding band and just all wear it. Make it, what's that called? What? I don't know what the hell you're saying, Terry. Oh, yes, I know. Oh, I got you. Yeah, you're soul sisters. Then we would have the matching ring and the matching tats. I have 4 wives. Yeah, but see, ours wouldn't be a whole sexual thing. Like with a guy who's married to what's that TV show? The Sister Wives? No. One night he's with one, the next night he's with the other one, the next night he's with the other one, the next night. Like, when does he fucking rest? Like, your thing's got to be, your gherkin better be fucking working. Okay? To have 5, yeah. No. No. Yeah, the polygamist. Yeah, I think that show's called Sister Wives, but I think that whole family like broke up, didn't they? I know it better, like, sort of like Trauma said, the fucking the squash, the fucking zucchini. At least be a dill. Weird. Oh my Lord. Now I have seen some big ass cucumbers in the store, and I'm like, there ain't no fucking way. That's insane. If a dude, anyway, this conversation went downhill fast, didn't it? It sure did. Like, this is just what it always does. This is why we call it the shit show, because it always ends up. Yeah. So anyway, Wednesday will be Connecticut. And or I do have another thing that but like I said, it depends on the kind of time that I have. If I have some time, I'm going to do this other one that I've been wanting to do. And Fame does that. I did enter it at the right moment. You entered it at the right. How the heck would he walk? Wrap it around. Missy, some people are growers, not showers, you know. They're like real tiny when they're nothing, and then it grows. Like, where'd that come from? You know what I mean? God. Sometimes you prefer a grower, especially if it's a little one. You want it to grow. 2 comments at the. I don't know. I'm behind. Missy, haven't you seen those videos where like they'll do a backflip and the whole fucking thing in his britches is like fucking like a damn elephant trunk bouncing around in his britches, and it's doing a backflip on its own before he lands? Like, how does that work? Like, how does that work? If I was a dude, like, okay, Uncle and Corey, I don't know what size everybody's weenie pickle, but doesn't that irritate you, just to hang there? Like, do you have to wear something to hold it into place? Like, doesn't it bother you, like, if you're running or having to jog and it's boing, 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 like, oh, yeah, I know. Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes. Yes. Yeah, the Shelly Belly she does those a lot. But no, I'm asking the guys it doesn't bother you? I think if I was a dude, listen, okay, I have, you know, my upper, but I have to wear, am I frozen? Am I frozen? Oh, Jesus. I hope I wasn't frozen in like a funny, fucked up. Okay. I have the upper, but I have to, That's what I'm saying. I have to wear to hold them up in place. Like I know I have implants, yes, but they will still, you know, move and wiggle, and I lay down and they fall. Like that's I don't, especially like if it's hot outside and it's the sweat under, bleh, like I couldn't imagine a pickle down there just rubbing in the sweat and bleh, like I couldn't. So you wear, okay, so you like it to be held up and supported. I got you. Okay. That's what I would prefer. I think if I had a pickle. Yeah. What do you mean that's what you hear? That's what you hear? What do you mean? Ugh, ew, and chafing. Blech, ugh. Listen, I see some of these women in Walmart or whatever fucking store, and they don't have a bra on, and their boobs are sagging down to their fucking belly buttons, and it's hot as balls outside. And they're just, oh, I could just imagine that they're slipping and sliding under there, and ooh. I'm not going to be that person to find out, okay? Especially if I'm going outside. Like I've walked around the house, with no bra on or whatever. I've gone to bed with with, you know, some every once in a while I'll fall into bed and go sleep and sleep naked. That's just, it's, it happens. Whew. Ah. Yeah, Riri's big. Hers is bigger than everybody's. Riri's got all of us beat. Hers is huge. Saw a very top heavy woman walking with a brow lacy bra and shorts only in town. The brown. First of all, cover your shit up. Okay. I don't want to see nobody walking around with just a bra or just a bikini or just fucking thongs or whatever. You ain't on the beach. If you're on the beach, you just go and you be in your bathing suit. Okay. But you ain't got to go and walk around in public with just a bra. We don't want to see your shit. Oh, God, especially on a hot day. We just don't. Like these women, though, with these bra, like without the bra that like I saw, and it's hot. Like, do they put deodorant under there? Some clothes on in public. Yes. Oh. I mean, do they like flop them over and with the, why don't people wear a bra? Like, it's gravity. If you don't wear a bra, they're gonna just end up getting lower and lower and lower. Like, I want mine to stay up. I wear their sports all the time. Like all the time. Anyway, how the fuck did we get on this conversation? Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I'm sleepy. I got some shit to think about now. Anyway, I thank you guys so much for joining me on here and supporting me. And Wednesday, I will either be, I don't care. I don't care if she's homeless. If I was homeless, I would find some way to hold them fuckers up. That's Anyway. Highway that was the homeless shelters on it. I don't care. I don't care. What do you mean you're flopping out? Do you wear a bra, Missy? Anyway, Wednesday night, I'm either going to have Connecticut or I'm going to be doing this other one that I've been wanting to do. And I might just do the Connecticut because to have Uncle come on with me, it's going to be on a Saturday or a Sunday. So, yeah. So, I believe you said, Uncle, that you were going to come on with me for that one. So is that Saturday or Sunday of next week okay with you, or you'd let me know? So, and then I can plan something for Wednesday. I can do Connecticut, and then we can do that other one like Sunday. Just anyway, just text it to me or snap me, whatever. So I'm going to end this. I'm going to be live on Clapper for a little while longer. Trauma, are you going to come join? And then I'll turn all my stuff off and get Topaz out and stuff like that. Anyway, I'll see you guys Thursday night. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. Don't do anything I wouldn't.